I would just be really, really sad all the time, always trying to impress others. Every little thing that happened, I'd just get really upset. Really overworking myself, being burnt out, stress, being really angry all the time. Athletics, school, volleyball mostly. I always wanted to make my coach proud, my mom proud, my friends proud.
I lost my faith a lot when my dad passed in 2020. And then in 2022, my son was diagnosed with level 3 autism, nonverbal. In 2023, so last year, got pregnant again. When I found out that I was pregnant, I also found out that I had a 15-centimeter tumor growing inside of me. So when I had my miscarriage, they rushed me in to remove the tumor. That turned out to be cancerous. Put me right back into depression, was at a loss.
I sat next to Genesis, my friend Genesis, on the bus. I told her everything, how I wasn't able to find a church of my own, and she invited me to Church of Hope, and I noticed that it was where I was supposed to be, where I was meant to be, where God placed me. This church influenced my family, my friends, and it influenced me to bring them to church.
My daughter, she was a big inspiration to me. She was just always letting me know that God wasn't a Band-Aid, wasn't someone to just come to when you needed him, and just someone that you had to always praise, even in the good times and the bad. I was nervous walking into a foreign building to me, but it wasn't long before being in there that I just felt like a evolution of faith, really. I just, in that moment, just decided that I too wanted to give myself to God and live righteously and the Jesus way.
I do like inviting people to church. It gets me excited because I have this, whenever I have the thought of inviting someone and remember how I felt when I first came here, I have this feeling that they're gonna feel the love of Jesus, like they're gonna get saved. And even if they don't believe, they can get saved. And I've seen that with my uncle. And so now it's like really nothing stopping me from inviting people to church.
I was struggling, really grasping at any bit of faith that I could grasp at. Reached out to pastor in prayer groups, praying every day with the pastor, in church every Sunday. I got cancer again on the other side. After that, still was in church, still praying. Finally, it was all removed, been in remission.
So I said, I'm just gonna try this church out, because it was the one down the road, and it was this one. I'm like, I'm just gonna try this one. I like this one. Something about this one is telling me to go.
We were sitting outside when Wednesday gathering. Me and my daughter were eating.
And then when I was walking up, I seen my friends. So I was like, wow, this is really good.
Seen her walk up with her granddaughter. Hadn't seen her in a while. It was her first time.
And it made me feel more comfortable. And then even more comfortable as soon as I walked inside, the environment and the vibe and just everything all around was just, I felt so at home. I was just like, wow, the stress was gone. Because Church of Hope is really Church of Hope.
So for a while I've been wanting to get baptized, but it was constantly being pushed back by events and things, life. But when I came to Church of Hope, I was really just thinking like this is where I was meant to be to get baptized. Like I wasn't supposed to get baptized at any other church because this church was so live. And it made me just feel so happy. When I got baptized, I felt like literally new.
So my daughter impacted my life to get baptized, and I impacted my friend's life to get baptized. And we all did it together.
Most definitely give it a try. You gotta put your foot in the door. I'm 47 years old and I've never made a church home like Hope, and I'm glad I did.
Come back to church, or come to church if you've never been to church. And it doesn't make a difference what your struggle is, that he can definitely get you through it.
It makes me so happy that I have like the Holy Spirit in me, and remembering life without it and now with it, like how I deal with certain things has changed completely. And the fact that I get to, that God uses me to influence other people with that has definitely been great in my life.
The good news is Jesus saved my life.
The good news is that Jesus changed my life.
The good news is that Jesus saved my life.